Hello everyone, welcome back to the Unbeatable Energy Djembe drumming channel. I'm Steve Rivers and I'm going to be doing a series of videos which are going to look at some, let's say, universal djembe phrases that could be applied in lots of sort of different solos, I suppose. Really these are set up for sort of solo passages and they could be used in some ways in sort of things between 12/8, 6/8, but probably the thing I'm going to show today is something that might be used in a sort of 4/4 context. They're not sort of at this stage being put in the context of a traditional djembe pattern where we've got to apply little tweaks of sort of swing here and there. So I'm making these kind of something quite generic, but the idea of these is that if you're an improver, an intermediate level, this will give you a little bit of a sort of a head start because it looks at some of the sort of coordination techniques when you actually get to looking at some of these phrases. So as I say, it's not a beginner's video. It assumes that you've got some experience of integrating tone and slap into accompaniments and perhaps into some simple phrases as well. Okay, so the thing we're going to look at today is something that sounds like this. Like that. And I'll do it again. Okay, if I sing that, it's going to be going all right, so that is the finished article. Later on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the click track on and I'm going to do a little kind of solo sequence that you can play along and practice, where we're going to look at that finished article and see how we can use it. But the first thing we're going to look at is, what's underneath this phrase is in itself a little bit of time and practice, and it is about just the whole process of creating these ternary patterns where every third beat something's happening with it, where there is some kind of an accent. All right, so if I do this really short, and I'll just clarify, I was going tone, tone, slap, tone, tone, slap, tone, tone, slap, tone, tone, slap, tone, tone. That's right, a little bit sort of longer. Tone, tone, slap, 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 tone, tone. All right. But I could make it shorter, so it makes it a little bit bite-sized. So maybe it goes tone, tone, slap, tone, tone, slap, something like that. But you know what? I'm not even going to look at the tone and the slap yet. I'm going to actually go a little bit of a step back there, and we can worry about sort of the transition of tones and slaps later on. How about we look at bass first, and let's sort of take a pattern which has got the same principle like that, and we'll do a really short one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these like that. Okay, so really short like that. Now what am I doing? This is alternate hands. I'm starting with my lead hand. I'm doing two basses with my lead hand. I'm going right, left, and then my right is doing a tone. My left is staying on the bass because it's going to come back to doing a bass. My right will follow with a bass, and the left is going to bring in a tone at the end. So basically, we've had kind of a tone from the lead hand, a tone from the passive hand there. So we've got like that. Okay, and then that's maybe the first thing to start with, is just getting used to this. Is getting used to you're going alternate like this. You've got to make sure that your hands don't start playing mischief and trying to use your hand twice. You've got to be quite mindful of it. Just like that. Okay? Be really mindful of that. And if you want to come back and just practice on that, by all means. If you want to carry on, what we're going to do, we're going to make it a little bit longer. Like that. Boom, boom, ga, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish with two bass afterwards, so I can make it a little bit longer. I'm going to go like that. Okay? Let's do it again. Bass, 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 bass. And let's try it again. Bass, 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 Okay, so as you see, everything is threes. It's going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like that. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so for me, I almost think of it as a shape. I almost feel like this sort of journey of going from here. They feel sometimes to me like almost like triangles. Like that. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this a little bit longer. So what did we have before? We had kitty kaki 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 ding. So let's have a look at making it a little bit longer now with the bass and the tones. And again we go. And again we go. And again we go. And again we go. Okay, so what have we had so far? We did a short one like this. I'll do that one again. And then we did a longer one which went like that. And again. Like that. Okay? So what we're going to do now, make that smooth. Have a go with that. Practice that. If you want to carry on, what we're going to do now is we're going to change that so that whatever were basses are now tones, what were tones are now slaps. All right? This is where it's going to get a little bit more advanced because this sort of requires getting a quite smooth interplay between tones and slaps. But we're going to take the same concept. So this, with the first short one, is now going to become like that. And again. Okay. And again. Okay. So it's basically going right, left, slap, right, left, slap. Okay. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. It's like doing this, and you've got to understand that you're doing another one which is in the reverse. All right? Let's do it again. Okay, now we're going to have a look at that longer one. Kitty kaki 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 ding. Okay? By all means, you don't have to go straight into the long one. You can make it just to extend it a little bit longer again. Do another three and another three. Every time you do it, they're going to be reversed to each other, but eventually you may get to this. Okay, so clarify again, we have got these, like that, and like that, and long, like that, and again. Okay, like slightly crank it up. Okay, so those are the things to practice on. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the click track going on my iPad here, and I'm going to take those phrases. I'm going to put it in the context of maybe a solo sequence. This solo sequence has got a few little extras that are added to it. It's going to have this sort of motif coming back, where we're going to have this. It's going to have this thing here, da 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 da, and there's also a little extra thing which is going to go like that. And I'll go that really slow so you know, you can refer back to it. Like that. So you got this, you got that bit, and then you're just going to have to see your lead hand go like that. So we got okay. So that's just one of the other phrases which is going to be added. So it's just going to be in the context of this little solo sequence. So I will say goodbye to now. I'm back again in a minute. So it's going to fade out and come back with this whole solo for you to play along with. See you soon. Okay then, well that's it guys. Slightly tweak things and put a couple of little phrases there so that we've got something which has got some sort of a context of a solo. So with a couple of sort of motifs in there. Tell me how you get on. I was slightly distracted because there's suddenly been a massive hailstorm in the process of this film, which is quite exciting. So yeah, definitely a day for videoing today, but you know what, I'm tempted to go out into that wild weather because I like things like that. So hope you've enjoyed this guys. Please like and subscribe to this video if you haven't done so yet. Share it with your friends. Please tell me how you get on and I will see you next time. See you later.